Okay, so what we're going to do today is import a Tekla IFC file into Revit, uh, extract the grids and the elevations, and then export it to Glue. Start by opening a new construction project. Delete all of the original floor plans except for one. Then we're going to rename that one Sample. And the reason that we have to do that is because you have to have at least one floor plan. Next, we're going to duplicate a 3D view and rename it. We're going to name it Grid Elevations. Okay, next, going to delete all of the elevations except for the sample elevation. Because again, you have to have at least one elevation. Now, we're going to link our files. Finally, we're going to add an origin point. I'm going to link a CAD file. We want this to come in origin to origin. I've got it saved as origin. The very last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add model text. And the reason that we're adding model text is because we want something three-dimensional to come into Glue. Otherwise, you cannot send it directly into Glue unless there's a 3D element that's in a Revit model. So we're going to call this. Okay, and then we'll just center that right under our crosshairs. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the copy monitor function. Go to the Collaborate tab, then you hit Copy Monitor. And we want to select a link. So for this one, we're going to want to select the grid. We'll hit Copy, select Multiple. Once we select all of our grid lines, it'll be marked blue. Hit Finish. Then Finish. Next, we're going to copy monitor again, select the link, and we'll select all of the elevations, hit Finish, and Finish. Now we are going to manage our links. We're going to unload both of our IFC files. And the reason that there were two files is because one file had the grid and one had the elevations. Ideally, you would want one file that had both the elevations and the grid line in it so that it would just simplify things. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add floor plans. We want to add floor plans for all of our floors. So then we can delete our sample plan. So finally, what we want to do is we want to come in here and we want to look. This is basically all that we should see. Now all that we're going to do is save our Revit file, then glue our file. So next, all we do is we select Add Views. We find our 3D view that we have created, which is the grids and elevations view. Hit OK. And just hit glue it. It's done. So now let's go to our project. Okay, so now the grids and the elevations show up. The crosshair lines up on the origin of the file, and it says grid lines and elevations. So now let's double check that this worked on the iPad. So now you can see all of the elevations showed up. You can quickly click to them and then move. Make sure that you have the grid lines viewable so that they show up. There you go. Green means the current floor that you're on, and red is the next floor.